This message is coming through for someone who is facing an impossible situation. Before I get into the message, I just want to shout out to Latoya Lighthouse. She's another creator, and she has been speaking a lot about how water is a portal. And I'm having this side message now because these messages always seem to come through when I am washing the dishes. You've seen me before washing the dishes. And she has spoken a lot about how water is a portal, and I believe it so also. Water is ancient. Water has, it holds memory, you know. So many times when we are, I don't know about you, but I love listening to the rainfall. I love getting in the shower and just immersing myself in the quiet. And just listening to the water. But there's something very special about water, something very special and very powerful about water. Also, why you can speak to the water, and the water can take on whatever you speak to it. So it's important. That's something, side message. It's important to speak to your water before you consume it. Tell it what you want it to do. Speak to the water as if as you are commanding it for it to do whatever the thing is that you need it to do, whether that be healing, whether that be opening up, you know, awakening ancient DNA within you. I know it sounds woo woo. I know it sounds crazy, but yo, try it and come back and tell me. Let me see, because I done seen the results of speaking to water. But anywho, going back to the message that Spirit was giving me. Spirit said, this message is for someone who is facing an impossible situation. And there's a lot to this. When you are facing impossible situations, you're right in the place where you can, one, you can allow Spirit to work for you, and you can speak the things and allow the things to manifest, or you can panic. In panic, we usually don't make the right move when we're panicking. So if I were you, I would speak it into existence. I would call it out what I'm seeing and say that it is no more. And I would keep on. This is another method, if you will, to manifesting. I would keep on speaking it and calling it, and I'm feeling it in my stomach. I think that, not I think, I am channeling because I'm feeling this very deeply. I would speak it. I would call it out. I would say not what I'm seeing, but I'm going to speak the opposite of it. I'm going to speak the opposite of it until the opposite of whatever it is, whatever the matrix is showing you right now. I'm going to speak the opposite of that, especially because if it doesn't feel good to me, if it doesn't align to me. Spirit is saying that you are in a place right now. That's where you Spirit wants you to be. This place of vulnerability where you have no choice but to rely on Spirit, because you can't do it in your own power anymore. You speaking it out loud is actually Spirit speaking it through you. It's like the previous message that I had spoken earlier about following your intuition. It falls in line with that, because your intuition really is your higher self. It is you connected with Source, with God, with Spirit, and giving you these urges, inclination, and these nudges to do a certain thing. And so if you follow that, it's like following the breadcrumbs to get to I'm hearing following the yellow brick road. Follow until you get to your Oz place, your miraculous place, your space of miracles. Spirit is saying that when you're in this place where you've done all that you can and you can't do any more, then it is truly out of your hands. And when you don't know what else to do because you have done all the things, there is nothing else for you to do. But now, start speaking it. That's really the only thing left for you to do, is to speak it how you want it to be. Instead of complaining about what you're seeing, speak it how you actually want it to be. We can't be so I spoke about illusions earlier too. You can't be so caught up in the illusion of what the matrix is showing you, because it is just that. It is an illusion meant to keep you caught up in the frequency of fear, meant to keep you caught up in the frequency of overwhelm, meant to keep you caught up in the frequency of confusion. It's meant to keep you caught up in that space. You come out of that space by speaking against it, by standing in your power, the power of your words. Spirit spoke this to me, and I don't know if I put the video out or not, but Spirit has been speaking this to me a lot, that your words have power. You are a major manifester. Like, you are the first in your generation to really, the first in your family line, I just heard. You're the first in your family line to be able to speak a thing and it come to fruition. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I had to check my dog because she was just getting out of pocket. But as I don't know where I left off, but so I'm gonna just jump back in with what I'm hearing right now. When you know better, you do better. And knowing better is following your intuition and knowing that your intuition is not going to lead you wrong. It's knowing that your intuition is spirit speaking through what the voice that you hear, but it is spirit speaking through, leading you, guiding you, and teaching you. And the more that you get into this space of trusting your own intuition, trusting your own inner knowing, the more you get into that space of following where it leads you, that's where the outcome is. Okay, I'm sorry. Getting back to the message of what I was saying, though, that this place of where you are, it may seem impossible, but it's actually not possible. You are in prime position for spirit to do what spirit needs to do to get you out of it. But you have to start. Spirit is trying to, this is training. Okay, this is training ground where you are being taught that the more you listen to your intuition, the more you align with what is right for you. The more you trust it, the greater the strength of it is. I see it as a tether, like a cord, and that cord, every time you trust it, that cord, you've seen like the cords that have like 3 or 4 little twists. Every time you trust that, another twist comes, strengthening that cord, strengthening your connection to your higher self, connection to spirit. So it may feel uncomfortable, it may feel impossible, but now you give spirit the opportunity and yourself the opportunity to show you how possible it is, how possible a miracle can happen in an impossible situation. Because it is a miraculous turnaround that is coming for whatever your situation is. A miraculous turnaround it's like it's working. Like I see the gears churning. It is happening, and not for it to happen, but not totally reliant on it, because it's a part of your destined path. But what's going to aid you in helping those gears to churn faster for you to get there is you trusting your own intuition, trusting your own knowing, and trusting that the path that you're on. Trusting that means, like I said in the previous video, following your intuition. When you get those intuitive nudges, to follow them. That's number 1. But number 2 is you trusting the strength of your own words by you being able to speak a thing until you see that thing. There's something so powerful in that. Speak it until you see it, and don't wait. Okay. So how this ties into manifestation is because you know that to manifest the thing, you kind of have to have the emotion that ties to it. When you're visualizing, it's great to be able to see it, but if you can add the emotion to it, how you're going to feel when it happens for you, that amplifies that magnetic energy, bringing it towards you strengthening your magnetism so it can come towards you. It starts to move faster when you visualize. Even if you don't visualize, but maybe you can just write it out, you can tell a story, if you will, about how you want to see it. That increases your magnetism, and that draws it in closer to you. So this is a good space, this is a good time where you are, even though it feels uncomfortable. The uncomfortable is only what you're seeing in your 3D, but in your 5D, in your inner eye, you have seen where you are actually supposed to be. So if you've seen where you're supposed to be, forget what you are seeing right now. You've seen where you're supposed to be. Focus on that, because focus on that and the energy you need to be in, and how you're going to live that life, and what it's going to look like when your situation turns around. And allow the excitement of the new situation to build within you, because that increases your magnetism, that increases your energy and your output, bringing that thing closer to you. Whew. Okay. That was a message. That was a big message. That was a lot. I had to get it out. So I hope it resonates with who it needs to resonate with. And if you receive it, then claim it as your own. The impossible situation it only looks impossible in this 3D space. And yes, we do live in a 3D space, but you can bring what you see, what you speak, you can bring it into your reality. Keep speaking it as if it is, as if it already is, and it will be. That's the message. That's what I got. I love you, and I'll see you again soon.